It had Yogi Bear, Scooby-Doo, the Flintstones, and the Jetsons. It promised to be the first of 20 parks across America, but after just 2 seasons, it vanished. In the early 1980s, a theme park unlike any other opened just outside Houston, Texas. It was colorful, it was cartoon-filled, and it was designed entirely for kids. Its name? Hanna-Barbera Land. So why did it fail? How could a park filled with some of the most iconic characters in animation history disappear so quickly, almost without a trace? This is the forgotten story of Hanna-Barbera Land, and how it was supposed to change the theme park industry forever. The rise of kids-only theme parks in the 1980s. During the 1980s, America's theme park giants were hitting a wall. Most large cities already had major parks, packed with towering roller coasters and sprawling lands. To grow, park operators needed a fresh idea, something smaller, cheaper, and different. That idea: parks made just for kids. In 1980, Bush Entertainment broke new ground with Sesame Place, a miniature theme park in Langhorne, Pennsylvania. It had no thrill rides, only interactive play zones, water activities, and learning experiences for children under 12. It was dubbed the playground of the future. Parents loved it, kids loved it, and the industry noticed. Sesame Place quickly expanded to a second location in Dallas, Texas. Suddenly, small kid-focused parks were the next big thing. Even Disney started studying the idea, floating plans for Epcot-style experiences on a miniature scale, and that's when another media powerhouse entered the picture. Armed with some of the most iconic cartoons ever created and a dream of 20 parks across the country, Hanna-Barbera was about to take its first step into the amusement park business. All eyes turned to Texas. The Hanna-Barbera Land Dream. The year was 1957. After being let go from MGM, animators William Hanna and Joseph Barbera created a studio that would shape television forever. The Flintstones, Yogi Bear, the Jetsons, Huckleberry Hound, show after show, hit after hit, they became the kings of animated TV. By the early 70s, their creations were everywhere, and not just on screens. Their characters became a permanent fixture in Kings Island, a new theme park in Ohio operated by Taft Broadcasting, the company that had purchased Hanna-Barbera SE Studio in 1966. It was a huge success. Soon, Hanna-Barbera lands began appearing at King's Dominion, Carowinds, and Canada's Wonderland. Taft had a bigger idea. What if a whole park was built around these characters? In 1982, they announced their boldest move yet: a fully dedicated Hanna-Barbera theme park, the first of 20 planned across the United States. It would be located in Spring, Texas, just north of Houston. The name: Hanna-Barbera Land. Aimed at children 13 and under, the $15 million project promised interactive play, educational experiences, and all the beloved characters from Saturday morning cartoons. And so, construction began. Yogi Bear, Scooby-Doo, the Smurfs. They were all coming to life in a brand new 8-acre wonderland built just for kids. The future looked bright. The experience at Hanna-Barbera Land. On March 31, 1984, Hanna-Barbera Land opened its gates to the children of Texas. It wasn't massive, just 8 acres, but it was packed with color, characters, and charm. Kids met Yogi Bear, Huckleberry Hound, the Smurfs, and Scooby-Doo, all brought to life by costumed performers. Themed play areas included Old McScrappy's Farm, Handy Smurf's Wacky Waterworks, Yogi's Yacht Club, the HBL Funliner, a climbing structure with cargo nets and a giant ball pit. There were only 2 passive attractions: a classic carousel, except the horses were replaced by Hanna-Barbera characters, and the Scooby Ghoster Coaster, a junior ride made for all ages. Inside the Funsonian Pavilion, kids could star in animated cartoons, light up their name on electronic displays, and explore hands-on exhibits, long before that was common. And crucially, there were no video games, a move that made parents happy and kids curious. Restaurants included Papa Smurf's Forest, Shaggy's Diner, and Huckleberry's Farm. The park was open daily in summer, weekends in fall, and closed for winter. Tickets cost $7.50 for adults and $6.50 for kids. The average visit was designed to be just 4 hours. And for a moment, it worked. Opening week attendance hit capacity. Kids loved it. But behind the smiles, problems were already brewing. The collapse. Despite a promising start, Hanna-Barbera Land struggled to survive beyond the novelty. Parents liked it, but didn't spend. Most brought their own food. Souvenir sales were minimal, and a park built for kids only meant families rarely stayed all day, undercutting the entire business model. Worse yet, the park was located nearly 40 minutes north of Houston, and Houston already had a major theme park, Astroworld, now owned by Six Flags. In 1985, Hanna-Barbera Land's second season, Astroworld struck back hard. It added a Looney Tunes-themed land, pulling kids and families right back to the city's center. Meanwhile, Hanna-Barbera Land added only twin water slides. Attendance rose slightly. Kids still loved it. But it wasn't enough. At the end of the 1985 season, the park quietly closed for the winter, and it never reopened. There was no announcement, no farewell. The dream of building 20 Hanna-Barbera Lands across America? Gone. By early 1986, the park was sold to private investors. All Hanna-Barbera branding, characters, rides, theming, was removed. The Scooby Ghoster Coaster was dismantled and shipped off to another park, where it still operates today as the Woodstock Express. Only the twin water slides remained. Legacy and rebirth. Hopeful, reflective music begins, gentle piano and soft synth. After Hanna-Barbera Land shut its gates, its colorful cartoon past was erased almost overnight. By 1987, the park reopened with a brand new identity, Splashtown, USA, a water park built on the bones of the old Hanna-Barbera site. Over the years, the water park changed hands multiple times, eventually becoming Six Flags Hurricane Harbor Splashtown. Today, if you visit, you'd have no idea that a vibrant cartoon kingdom once stood there. The vision of 20 parks across the country? It never materialized. Even Sesame Place Dallas, the park that helped spark the trend, closed after just 2 years in 1985. The so-called new generation of children's parks fizzled out. But history has a way of repeating itself. In 2022, Merlin opened a new miniature park in Florida, Peppa Pig Theme Park, interactive, low-intensity, and designed entirely for toddlers. By 2025, a second Peppa Pig park is opening in Dallas, and in 2026, Universal Studios is set to debut a kids-only resort in Frisco, Texas. Just like the 1980s, a new generation of scaled-down parks is rising, again. And this time, there's no Astroworld to steal the spotlight. Hanna-Barbera Land was supposed to be the future of family entertainment, but instead, it became a forgotten experiment. A brief, bright flash in theme park history. For the kids who walked its paths, met its characters, and slid down its water slides, it remains a vivid memory. For the rest of us, it's a lost piece of pop culture, buried beneath the waves of a modern water park. Thank you for joining us on this journey through one of America's most ambitious and most overlooked theme park failures. If you enjoyed this episode of Expedition Extinct, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss another forgotten chapter of theme park history. Special thanks to our patrons for helping make videos like this possible. If you'd like early access to episodes, behind-the-scenes updates, or just want to support the channel, join us on Patreon or become a YouTube member. Follow us on social media for more theme park stories, updates, and surprises. Until next time, stay curious, stay nostalgic, and we'll see you on the next expedition.